You tried out the Ray-Ban displays?
Yeah, I did.
And what did you think?
They were interesting.
What do you mean they were interesting?
So the entire experience where I got to try out these displays was definitely in a very closed environment with like very specific use cases. So the way that it essentially worked is we got taken into this building that they had built specifically for this, and each room was supposed to highlight a specific feature about the glasses and how that was super cool or whatever. So for example, one room was a music room where you got to ask the AI like, hey, what music is playing? And you could control the volume of the music just by pinching your finger and turning it. That was pretty sweet. There was another room where you could take a picture of stuff and have Meta AI instantaneously change it into something else. So there's like a chair on the floor and we get to change it into whatever we wanted. It also highlighted a lot of like the caption features where you could like be talking to someone and have it like show the live captions and stuff. It was very, very cool, and the display was very cool.
But you don't think it's there yet?
No, there was definitely some issues with it. Like, first and foremost, the display is only in one of your eyes, which I found incredibly annoying. I actually found myself squinting with one eye to be able to get a better view of it. If they could have the display in both eyes, that would be fantastic. But considering that the thing already costs almost $800, or maybe it's even more than that, I can't see it being any cheaper to have it in both eyes. But I personally prefer to have it in both eyes so that it had more of a 3D effect rather than just being a heads-up display on the other side. Another thing that I ran into personally is I would put the little neuro bands, as they call it, on my hand, and it would keep falling off. And every time that band falls off, you have to recalibrate it. And I don't know why it wasn't sticking on my beefy wrist. It's not like I'm some jack person or whatever. It just didn't work quite well. And along with that band thing, like, while most of the gestures were pretty cool, they weren't incredibly intuitive. You know, it's not like a phone where like pretty much everyone knows that you have to swipe up, swipe down. And maybe that's just like a learning thing. Like, we all just need to learn that. But some of the gestures that they had us doing, like I remember they had one where it was like, to enter an application, you would do this, but to exit an application, you had to do this. Some of those gestures weren't quite intuitive, but I feel like they could maybe get there. So there's definitely some kinks to work out with.
Okay, so do you think this is the future? Like, is this the way technology is going?
Honestly, yeah, I really do feel like this is the future. This is where things are going. That wristband, as difficult as it was to use and stuff, was incredible. Controlling something with just the muscle movements of your hand is insane. And I really honestly wish that I could buy just that wristband and figure out a way to control my phone using it. And the other thing that is incredible about those glasses, I actually bought one of the pair that doesn't have the display in it. These are just the ones with the camera and the AI built into the side. I love this form factor, okay? I actually took these things out to go and do an excursion with my kids. And one of the things that I try to do as a parent is document all the things my kids are doing. But currently, the only way to document what you are doing with your kids is to pull out your phone and have that in front of you the whole time while you're trying to document it. Recording with these things is life-changing because I can sit there and record my children, record these experiences they're having without feeling like I'm only getting 80% of the experience because I'm behind the phone. Recording in this format is literally life-changing. I love that I can be present, record stuff with this, and have it, like, this is an amazing form factor. Freeing up your hands is incredible. I do love the form factor. But yeah, it's still got some kinks to work out, but I really do think that this is going to be the future form factor of technology.
Okay, so in summary, what are your final thoughts on them?
So my final thoughts on these things, okay? I really like these. These are pretty incredible. These are, you know, the AI glasses without the thing. They're actually pretty cool. Would I recommend getting the Ray-Ban displays? Not sure, okay? Here's the thing. I feel like the technology needs a little bit of time to mature. So this first version is gonna be for those early adopters, those really gung-ho people who wanna check it out, get into it, start developing for it. That's fine. If you wanna be one of those people, by all means go for it. Is it ready for the everyday consumer? No, I feel like the next generation is going to figure out a lot of the kinks with the first generation. So I would say maybe wait back on it. And also, I'm very, very curious to see what other companies do. Hint, hint, Apple in particular, because the form factor is good. The user experience is where it's lacking. So I would give it maybe a generation or even a couple of updates or whatever so that they can figure some of this stuff out. They'll get the manufacturing costs down. They'll get that all figured out. So get these? Probably not, but keep your eyes out for them? Absolutely.
Huh. What do you guys think?